Hi everyone, this is Gayle, and it's time for Friday Frolics again. Welcome to everybody. I am not going to try doing this one live. Last week was a fiasco just because I didn't have a clue what was going on as far as the recording, and there was like a 2-second delay between what I was saying and what was coming across on the computer, and it was just throwing me for a loop. I just couldn't handle it. So if I try it again, I'm going to have to remember to mute the computer so I won't hear myself because, like I said, that was really throwing me off. But welcome to my Friday Frolics. It's been a really fun week. Let's see, an update on my shoulder. Everybody asked about my shoulder. I went to physical therapy on Tuesday. She had told me the week before last week that I could go back to my exercise classes and just not to reach over my head or use any weights away from my body with my right arm. So I did that, and I was able to do that. I couldn't get the full benefit of the exercise class, but I got 99% of it, so that was okay. And I've been doing the exercises at least once, if not twice a day that she gave me. She told me not to do them more than twice a day. And so when I went on Tuesday, she said that my shoulder had improved so much that I didn't need to come back for 2 weeks. She did add 2 exercises, and I think what it is she saw that I was doing what she told me to do, because I know people that have gone to physical therapy and all they do is the therapy in the facility. They don't do it at home like they're supposed to. But I want this shoulder to get better without surgery, so that's what I'm shooting for. And so she told me I was just doing so well. She added 2 more exercises and told me to come back in 2 weeks. So, and I'm already feeling a few little improvements, just certain movements that I would make before that hurt. I can do them now and they don't hurt. But she told me to also go back to my exercise class and do whatever didn't hurt. She said, try doing some of the ones over my head. If it hurts, either back off a little bit or don't do it at all, whichever, I choose to do. So I went to class Wednesday after I saw her, and I did all the above my head exercises and nothing hurt. The only thing that hurt was, and I don't know if you don't exercise, don't know what this is, but it's called a tricep kickback, where you bend your elbow back and then straighten your arm out in the back, and it's to work the backs of these muscles. And we used weights, and the 3-pound weight that I was using hurt. So I put that down and I picked up a 1-pound weight. I could do it with no pain at all. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to back up to the 1 pound just for that particular exercise and work my way back up. But I am so excited that things are going the way they are. And, I appreciate everybody that asked. You can't imagine the number of people that ask me about my shoulder, and I really appreciate it. I really do. And another subject that everybody seems interested in is Lola. And let me tell you, Lola is living the life of luxury. She just got a new bed, which is one of those, I forgot what they're called. I want to say cuddle ball, but I don't think that's it. But it's a big fluffy ball that dogs seem to like. And Toby, the other dog that she has, the other greyhound, liked his, and so did Lola. So she ordered her own so she could have her own. And I get like updates almost every day, and she is still so in love with Lola, and Lola is really, like I said, living the life of Raleigh. She's really doing well. So I feel like I've done a good thing. I helped a dog find a good home. And that's what my passion has been for the last 15 years, was with greyhounds. So let's get away from the personal stuff. I did some polymer clay videos this week. I did one that came out Monday or Tuesday that was a how-to just on the mica clays. And then I've got another one that I think came out this morning, if I'm not mistaken, on the mica shift and things that you can do. And I apologize. I really wasn't prepared when I made the videos. If I had looked a little harder, I could have found some better examples of stamps and things to use to give you a really pretty shift in the design. I don't know. I guess I was just so focused on trying to get videos done because I haven't done any in a while that I just didn't think it through. And I apologize for that. But hopefully you got something out of it and out of both of them and are enjoying them. And while I'm speaking about polymer clay videos, there's another artist that has a YouTube channel. And I don't know if you've seen her or not. She and I have gotten to be pretty good friends, even though we've never met, just because we share so much. But her YouTube channel, and I hope I'm saying this right, I'm going to put a link to her channel on this video at the end of the video where you see all the different pictures that pop up. I'm going to put a link to her channel so you can check it out. But if you don't do that, and I hope I'm saying this right, Day, if I'm not, I apologize. It's Kalyana, Kalyana Design Tutorials. But check her out and look at her tutorials. She does some great ones. You know, subscribe to her channel because, again, it does help when people subscribe to your channels. You know, YouTube has these different levels of things that you have access to, and some of them are geared by the number of subscribers you have. And I think she's got probably getting close to 2,000 subscribers now. So she's growing pretty well and pretty fast. She's just not been doing them very long. And but she's a great person and a great artist, and I think you could learn a lot from her. So I wanted to just kind of give her a plug. And again, I'm going to ask you to, I'm going to have a link to my Fun Stamper's Journey channel, and if you would, and I've said this before, but for those that might be watching this for the first time, I'm trying to build the channel so I can keep my Fun Stamper's Journey project separate from my polymer clay projects. But the way YouTube works, again, it's back to subscribers. I need subscribers on that other channel before it gives me the ability to do some of the things that I can do on this channel, because I've got 5,000 subscribers on this channel, and I think I have 36 on the other. So I need to at least get up to 100 subscribers. So if you would, click on that. It's going to be a picture of me. It's going to have a dark background at the end of this video, and that's going to be the link to my other channel. And I don't care if you watch it or if you see, you know, right now the same videos are on that channel as the Fun Stamper's Journey projects on this channel. I still have to keep them here until I can get my audience moved over to the other channel, and so far that's not happening. So if you would, please go to the other channel and just subscribe. Even if you never watch it, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. And if you want to watch the videos, that helps too. It's the number of views. I think I have to have like 10,000 views before I can do the next step that I need to do, and that's hard to do. But anyway, I can't think if I'm kind of at that point again where I'm struggling a little bit with polymer clay tutorials as far as what you want to see. I've done over about 230 maybe tutorials so far, and I've even forgotten what I had in the back. And this Kaylana Design Tutorials she pointed out in my mica shift that I'd already done a mica shift tutorial, and I'd totally forgotten about it. But I did it back at the beginning of my YouTube career, which was sometime last year, and I had forgotten about it. So I will either do a new tutorial for any suggestions you come up with, or maybe find an old tutorial that I've already done to point you towards. But I really need your help in, in what you want to see. I'm doing simple little how-tos right now just because projects are just hard to come up with, I think I've explained to you that I've got a box that I keep the things that I make in my tutorials, and it's full and overflowing. So I need to get rid of some of those things. But I did a de-stash on them one time, and nobody wanted anything. So that evidently was not an option. So I don't know what to do, with these. I guess I'll just find a bigger box and put them in there. But I just am trying to stay away from projects right now that are going to create something that I have to find a place to store. I mean, I'm at that point. I'm sorry, but I don't have much room, and I'm at that point. So it would help. Maybe suggestions on what I could do. Maybe at the end of every project tutorial, I could offer the piece that I made for something, either the first person to comment or offer it for $5 or whatever. I'll figure that out. But and speaking of de-stash, I still have some items left in my stamp and die de-stash. I'll probably put that link on this video also. So if there's if you're, like I said, some of these stamps work very well in polymer clay, so they're not just for paper arts. And the die sets, they're pretty much for paper or leather or fabric, anything that you might have, if you have a die cutting machine. So check that out if you have a chance. I'm looking at my notes that I made. Let me show you my card. I know this is not polymer clay, but this is a new technique that I tried. I don't know if you can see the colors very well or not, but it's called Joseph's Coat. And it's called Joseph's Coat because it's named after the Joseph's, in the Bible, the story of Joseph and his coat of many colors. And that's what this was. And this was a fun thing. And I did a video on this if you want to see that. I just think it's very interesting. And now I just need to find just the right stamp to use. This was a swirls and curls stamp, which is one of the new stamps in our new catalog. And this one was a heart, even though you can't really tell. Or maybe you can on this one see that it's a heart. But I really had fun working on that. And while I'm showing cards, I want to show you the 4 cards that I made at the last RG Presents. They're Christmas cards. And I absolutely love them. Here's this one. And all of the things that were the stamps and everything on these cards are in the the new holiday mini catalog that's going to be launched next Tuesday on August the 1st. But you see the poinsettias, I put Journey Glaze on. You can see that just because I thought it needed it. But I love these cards. And then this one, I did the poinsettia die and the stamp, and I used the gold embossing powder on that. And my background, that was really cute, the way I did that. And I may do this card or something similar to this card in my Fun Stampers Journey party that I'm having next week on Facebook. And this is one, I really love it. This is using our mirror gold paper. Now look at that. It's just like a mirror. And the packages are done with a die set. Now you can do it 2 ways. You can use just the outline like I did. And I used a dauber and put 3, let me get in front of the camera, 3 different colors. This looks, it's a green. It may not look that way on camera. And then that's a red and that's a yellow. And then just cut out the package with the mirror paper, and I thought that looks really good. Another way you can do this is to maybe cut this out once on, say, black paper. Oh, I don't know, do it on the gold mirror paper, then cut it out a second time in a color like red or green or black or whatever, and then fill in these empty spaces with the cuts from that'll come out of the other die cut that you do. So that would make a pretty card. But I'm real proud of these cards. I'm learning a lot. I've come a long way in the few months that I've been doing card making. And this is another die that we used. And this is one where we cut it out once. The center coils are a separate die from the main ornament. So what we did is we cut the main ornament out in gold. And then we cut it out in black. Just the inside we did in black. Well, the inside has those coils cut out. So then when you put the black on top of the gold, it looks like it's gold scrolling on the ornament. Now, I hope that made sense, but I like this one too. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I want to do for Christmas cards. And I don't know whether to do, glitzy like the gold mirror paper, or to keep it more subtle, sort of like the gold embossed poinsettias. That would be a lot of poinsettias to emboss, but I could do that. I don't know. What do you think? Tell me what you think. I want to remind everybody that I do have a Patreon page. If anyone is interested in helping to finance my polymer clay videos, you'll notice if you watch my other videos, I don't put my patron on the paper arts videos because I'm using my Patreon money strictly for polymer clay. It's to, buy supplies and things, to enable me to keep making my polymer clay videos. And I have some wonderful contributors. I appreciate you. You're helping me tremendously. You don't know how much it helps. But I'm sorry, it's still not enough. I know everybody's money is tight, but now we've got the holidays coming up again. And that's when I started this, was last year. So now, in addition to supplying my craft, I need to also think about Christmas. And I just don't want to have to get a part-time job. If I do that, I'll have to give up doing my videos because there just won't be any time. So I really would rather just do videos for you than to go out and work part-time. So if you could spare any amount, I've got people that donate $2 a month. I've got people that donate $10 and $15 a month. Every month I seem to lose people, and that's okay. But I do have anybody that does contribute $10 or more a month gets a special tutorial from me. Maybe not every month, but as often as I can get one together. I've got one now that I just need to finish editing, and I'll get that posted real soon, probably sometime late next week. But it's just for the patrons that contribute $10 or more per month to get access to these tutorials. And I've been hearing some good things, and it may be something that several months from now I may put on this channel as a paid tutorial, because it wouldn't be fair to give it to you as a free tutorial when somebody else had to donate $10 a month in order to get them. So it will be a paid tutorial that you would have to pay for in order to view the tutorial. And I've got a couple that are already on there. If you just go to my playlist and look under, there's a playlist for paid tutorials. I've got I think it's only 2 in there right now. I've got a couple that I need to put in there. It's just, again, where am I going to find the time to do that? I just have so much going on. And for those that don't like the idea or can't, and if you can't, I certainly understand. That's why I'm in the situation I'm in, because I can't do these monthly things. But if you can't do a monthly contribution, I have a GoFundMe account. So a one-time donation to that would be awesome. I would appreciate it. I am having a Fun Stampers Journey Facebook party starting on Tuesday. And starting on Tuesday will be our brand new Christmas catalog. Or not Christmas, it's all holidays. And I'll show you, just because it's such a limited audience. As soon as I get to the items, all these benefits. I'll show you a card. This is one of them. And don't ask me how to say that. I know there is a way, but it's that Day of the Dead or something like that, but it's in Spanish, of course. But that's one of the stamp sets that we have. We just have so many. I'll show you the cards rather than show you the items. Here's some cards that are made from some of the items in this catalog. Of course, you can see the Halloween. Always Halloween. And we have holiday items in our big catalog, but we always come up with little extra things. And here's a page where Richard gives you instructions on how to, what does he do? You add color with silk, stamp. Okay. I'll have to try this. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I'll have to follow the directions. But this is a how-to. He does that once in a while, even in the big catalog. And, of course, it shows our sparkle silk. Everybody loves our sparkle silk. Here's one of the Thanksgiving cards that are done. And I love that cornucopia. Let me get this straight. One of these days I'll figure out the orientation of this camera. But I love that. It looks like on this one he did his own background. Oh, and there's some vellum in there. So that's fun. Here's some more cards that are highlighted in here. Let me see. There we go. Thanksgiving cards. And there's a few more here. You see, I'm kind of giving you some preview without a preview. See these little mini bows? We got those at convention. They're so cute. And let's see, what else have we got? We have a holiday celebrations stamp set that covers 4 holidays in one stamp set. There's a Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, and New Year's. That's what this, where am I? That's what this one is, New Year's. So that's a nice stamp set to have. It covers 4 holidays. And of course, we've got our paper. We've gotten away from the 6x6 paper pad, so all of our printed paper now is going to be 12x12s. And the design is going to be small enough that it can be used for a card front, but also a good print for scrapbook pages. That was something that Richard was really, emphasizing this time, is that we're going to try to supply more things for you scrapbookers. Here's another how-to. This is a how-to on how to make this design, this background here. So that's kind of neat. Again, step by step how to do that. And like I say, these are also in the big catalog, which is available on my website if you want the big catalog. And then we start with Christmas. And look at this card. Look at that with the old car and the two people in there. They look like maybe back in the 30s or 20s. But that is so cute. And it's another how-to, not really, but a picture on how they colored that. I'm not sure. This one will show on here pretty well. There's some Christmas cards that are, and they're probably using that poinsettia die that the poinsettia burst, which is what I used on my cards. Here's some more. So I'm just trying to give you an idea of what's coming up in this catalog. Oh, here's another one on that same stamp set with the couple in the car. There's this lady. See her? Isn't she cute? And there's a couple of more. There's a basket with poinsettias. And, you know, lots of sentiments, Christmas wishes. Here's one using the, where'd it go? This one here, using the dye that I used with the mirror finish, and they used it in black. That must be where I got that idea. They used it in black and then put the colored inside. Or you can do it in black and just put it on a piece of cardstock and cut the card, you know, a solid piece of cardstock. But that's it. And then this wreath is a die, and that is really pretty. I got that. I may do wreaths. I don't know. So many decisions. And then we've got some other fun things to do. We've got a shadow box and little things that you can put in the shadow box. But this is our new catalog that starts on Tuesday. I'm just looking to see what else I could show you. Here's that ornament done with red paper instead of black paper. And I really like these. I like that. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I like that. So I'm not going to show you any more. Some of you probably aren't even interested. Oh, there's another how-to. And we do have a paper set. It's called Through the Year Prints. And it's got two, let's see. It's got New Year's, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Two each of 12 two-sided designs. And the designs go all the way from New Year's all the way through Christmas, all year long. You've got Valentine's, Thanksgiving, St. Patrick's Day, Father's Day. We've got some vacation prints, fireworks, leaves, Halloween. That's a really nice set to have if you don't want to buy a lot. So anyway, that's what's going on with me this week. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. I did write everything down this week, so I didn't get so flustered that I forgot. But I've covered everything that I do have on here. But I postponed what I was leading up to with the catalog. I postponed my online Fun Stampers Journey Party. It was supposed to start this past Tuesday, and then I looked at the calendar and realized that the new catalog started next Tuesday, so I postponed it. So my Fun Stampers Journey Party is going to be starting on Tuesday, August 1st, which is the day that our holiday catalog goes live. So if you saw anything in that book that you just might, have to have, please, let me know. Come to my party, or if you can't come to the party, send me an email with what you'd like to have, and we'll figure it out. You know me, I can figure out anything. So I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and stay safe, and God bless. I'll be back next week. Bye-bye.